What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got insane baby mamas who stalked and killed baby daddy's new girlfriend for getting pregnant. Yo, these vids are getting crazier and crazier, gang. Let's go ahead and check this shit out. Go ahead and check this out, man.
And her 10-year-old daughter, and it's this Miami woman, Leota Bradshaw, who is accused of hiring hitmen to kill them in Jamaica.
What?
Bradshaw walking out of a Jamaican courtroom after being charged. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Jamaica alleges Bradshaw and her cousin hired two men to murder a child and her mother.
What the kid do?
Carried out the murder by shooting the victims, then burning them.
On the night of September 9th, 2023,
and y'all committing arson too?
Crime unfolded on Gilmore Drive, Jamaica. Tashina Patterson and her young daughter, Soraya, vanished from their home, abducted in a sinister plot that had been set in motion days before. The mastermind, Leota
Look at this
Bradshaw.
big forehead bitch.
He had a personal vendetta fueled by jealousy and rage over Tashina's alleged ties to Jamaican politicians.
So you killed a lady and her baby over this nigga? The dick had to be good, bro. Pause that, gang. The dick had to be good. There's no fucking way, gang.
Philip Paulwell. Just 24 hours before the abduction, Bradshaw had already confronted Patterson online. But words weren't enough. She wanted revenge. Reports suggest Bradshaw personally orchestrated the hit, crazy. Even flying into Jamaica
an evil twinkle in her eye, bro.
Carried out. Patterson and her daughter were taken to East Kingston, where their lives were brutally ended. But the horror didn't stop there. Their killers set fire to their remains, determined to erase all traces of what they had done. Sadly, this is not the first time a woman has orchestrated the murder of a fellow woman just to keep a man. So, in today's video, we will be going over some of the horrific cases of baby mamas who killed their baby daddy's new girlfriends.
Wow, so this happened like numerous of times, gang.
Starting off is the tragic case of Tashina Patterson.
Okay.
Tashina Patterson was a 27-year-old woman from Jamaica. She had recently become a mother after giving birth to a baby girl named Soraya Paulwell just 10 months before her tragic disappearance. Tashina, or Tosh, as she was fondly called, lived in Jamaica, where she was raising her daughter while also trying to build a future for herself. She was young, full of life, and had a family who loved her dearly. Her relationship with Philip Paulwell, a well-known Jamaican politician, was complicated. Paulwell, who was 61 years old at the time, was a senior member of the People's National Party, PNP, and had served as a member of parliament for over 2 decades. He had been involved in various government roles, including Minister of Energy.
He probably had money. That's probably why. He probably had money.
He had a reputation for being involved with multiple women and fathering children with different mothers.
Damn, he a pimp?
Was one of those women. She had been seeing Paulwell, and their relationship resulted in the birth of their daughter.
He bagging the bitches?
However, it wasn't long before she realized that she was not the only woman in his life. Leota Bradshaw was a 34-year-old petty officer in the U.S. Navy. She has been serving as a cook and recruiter in Miami, Florida since 2020. Like Tashina, Leota was originally from Jamaica, but she had moved to the United States.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta watch out for the Jamaican bitches, bro. I dated a Jamaican girl once, bro. Never again. Never again, bro. Them bitches are crazy.
Was seen as a successful
Never again, my nigga.
Leota also had a daughter with Philip Paulwell. Her child was much older than Tashina's, an 8-year-old girl. But unlike Tashina, Leota believed she had a special place in Paulwell's life. She considered herself his long-term partner, even though they were never married. According to official Miami-Dade County records, Leota was actually married to another man in the U.S. She had tied the knot 5 years earlier, but for some reason, she still acted as if she had a deep connection with Paulwell.
She was probably after his money.
Tashina was an intruder, a woman who had come into her life and taken what she believed was hers. The conflict between Leota and Tashina started to heat up in early September 2023. On September 5th, 2023, Leota reached out to Tashina on Facebook.
Of course, it's always Facebook, bro.
claiming to be Paulwell's wife. In that message, she demanded that Toshina get a DNA test done on her 10-month-old daughter, Soraya, to confirm that Paulwell was the father. This demand must have confused Toshina. She was already receiving financial support from Paulwell, and there had never been an issue regarding the child's paternity before. So why was this woman, a complete stranger to her, suddenly getting involved? Toshina responded, but quickly realized that something was off. She blocked Leota on Facebook.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro.
But
Like,
Leota wasn't
after
done.
that, you gotta
The very
block
next
her.
day, September 6th, 2023, Leota flew from Miami to Jamaica, and her
Okay.
purpose for that long trip was to get rid of Toshina and her baby. When Leota
So
landed
you
into-
decide to fly from Miami to Jamaica just for this? Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, it gets to a point, gang. It really gets to a point. It is never that serious,
she went
nigga.
straight to her
Never that
30-year-old
serious.
cousin, Roland Baylor. Roland was a man with the connections Leota needed to execute her deadly plans.
This bitch hiring a
He was
hitman?
willing to do dirty work for money. So together, Leota and Roland came up with a plan to make Toshina and her baby disappear.
hold
They
up.
set their
How you gonna have a tattoo of a cross and out here killing niggas for money? Oh my gosh, bro. And that nigga got a lazy eye.
plan in motion by reaching out to two other men, 29-year-old Rochain Miller, who was an air conditioning technician, and 31-year-old Richard Brown, a graphic artist from Kingston. These men were the hitmen who Leota
All
and
YNs.
Roland recruited to their team to kidnap and murder Toshina and her toddler. Their deal was simple. Leota gave them an upfront payment of 100,000 Jamaican dollars, which was less than 650 US dollars. Once the job was done, they would receive an additional 400,000
The
Jamaican
fuck? So, yeah.
dollars, which was about 2,600
Okay, I'm
US
hella confused,
So
bro. I'm
the
not gonna
total
lie.
cost of those two precious lives was just a little over 3,200 US dollars. But Leota had already made up her mind, and nothing was going to stop her. On September 9th, 2023, just 4 days after their first online conversation, Leota put her plan into action. That morning, she called Toshina multiple times. She acted so calmly on the phone, pretending she just wanted to talk. Unfortunately, this time, Toshina agreed to meet her.
So one time some
Oh,
people say
hell nah.
she fool, and a fool, your niece fool. She just
Nah,
dumb to earth.
she
You
just
understand?
she just vulnerable and she wasn't streetwise. She wasn't
Yes.
streetwise.
Yeah, you
This
could
girl
definitely
is
tell
a
that, bro.
tough girl.
'Cause, like,
This
gang,
girl is
if a girl you don't know that is saying that you should get a paternity test, DNA test for your baby to make sure that her so-called husband is the father, bro, leave that bitch alone. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Like, that's a red flag off rip.
more of a bully more than her. That's why the girl take advantage of her. She didn't open to certain things. Because a person who's streetwise, a girl that's streetwise, she would have got her like that. And when
No.
people was
That's
chatting
facts.
and chatting, so she see the van come and she thought it was Paulwell. She know it wasn't Paulwell.
When Leota arrived at Toshina's home in an SUV, security cameras captured Toshina walking outside with baby Soraya in her arms. Before stepping into the vehicle, she told her mother she was only going outside for a quick conversation. But her mother had a
Why would
bad
you get in the
feeling
car though, bro? Like that's another red flag, bro. Why you gotta get in the car, nigga? A girl that you don't know at all whatsoever, but for a quick message on Facebook, and you gonna get in the car with her in a van? Like, bro,
the whole
nah.
thing. So in a moment of motherly
bro.
instinct, she took a bottle of olive oil and rubbed it all over baby Soraya. She told her daughter, "No weapon formed against this baby will prosper."
Because the morning when she get up and she put on her clothes, she went to her mom and told her mom that Leona is coming to talk to her. And when it's like the mom sent that something gonna go wrong. When she was going through the door, the mom called her back and get a bottle of olive oil and olive oil the baby from the head to the toe. And the daughter said to her, "Mom, why you done that?" She said to the other daughter, "No weapon that form against this baby will prosper."
Sadly, Toshina and baby Soraya's fate was already sealed at this point, and not even the prayers could save them. At 9 a.m., Toshina
Like,
got
bro,
into the
all this
SUV
is
to talk with
uncalled
Leota.
for, gang.
20 minutes later, the car drove away, and that was the last time anyone saw the mother and her
Damn.
8-month-old toddler
R.I.P.,
alive.
man.
At first, it didn't seem like anything was wrong.
Baby ain't even a
Hours
year old
passed,
yet.
Then a whole day, but Toshina never returned home. Her family grew worried. They called her phone, but there was no answer. Her mother was beginning to confirm her suspicion at this point. She remembered the uneasy feeling she had that morning, the moment she anointed baby Soraya with oil before they left. It was as if she had sensed danger, but didn't know how to stop it. By the end of the day, September 9th, 2023, the family reported Toshina and Soraya missing. When news of the disappearance broke, Philip Paulwell, the baby's father, went public. He called it a scary time and claimed that scammers had contacted him demanding money. He even offered a reward of 500,000 Jamaican dollars to anyone who had information about his missing daughter and her mother. But while Paulwell was pleading for their return, investigators started digging into the case, and it didn't take long before all fingers started pointing at Leota Bradshaw. She was the one who had been messaging her on Facebook. She was the one
Like,
who
do she
tweeted
not
Jamaica.
know they can recover the messages? Even if she tries to delete it, bro, they can recover those messages. This bitch dumb as hell,
Days before
gang.
the disappearance, she was the one who picked her up in an SUV that morning. Then came the biggest red flag. Leota publicly denied having anything to do with the case. She released a long statement on Facebook where she tried to clear her name. She wrote, "My name is Leota Bradshaw. I am a federal officer. I have a daughter with Mr. Philip Paulwell, and we are in a long-term relationship. I wish to state categorically that I have nothing to do with the disappearance of Miss Toshina Patterson.
Yeah,
and her
you were
baby
the
girl."
last person to be seen with her, bro. And you think we're gonna believe you?
She went on to say that she had only interacted with Toshina once on Facebook, and that she was simply looking out for the child's well-being. But there was one big problem. Phone records showed that Leota had made multiple calls to Toshina on the day she disappeared.
Oh.
And not only that, she had been in direct contact with the men who had carried out the attack. Jamaican authorities immediately began looking into Leota, and soon the truth started to unravel. They traced her movements from Miami to Jamaica. They found that she
Bro,
had
that is
contacted her cousin-
crazy. From Miami to Jamaica, like how long of a flight that is, gang? Bro.
Roland Baylor, the moment she arrived, and her cousin Roland had hired two hitmen, Rochaine Miller and Richard Brown. While investigators were still trying to put all these together to know who did what and when, the biggest breakthrough in the case. On September 16th, 2023, 1 week after the disappearance, an unidentified person was detained at one of Jamaica's international airports. This person had been trying to leave the country, but authorities were able to stop
God.
them. At the time, their identity was kept secret while investigators were still working on completely solving the case. Then, in early October 2023, just a month after the crime, Jamaican police made a shocking discovery. The
Okay.
remains of Toshina Patterson and her baby, Soraya, were discovered in
No.
Rockford, East Kingston. The mother and daughter had been brutally murdered and burned beyond recognition by the hitmen to destroy the evidence.
What the
Authorities said
fuck,
this was
bro?
one of the most brutal
Bro,
and
niggas are evil, gang. But like, I'm not even surprised, bro. Like Jamaicans, when they want you gone, they want you gone, gang. Like there's no escaping it, my nigga. There's no escaping it, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Like that. This is why I probably would never go to Jamaica. Like real shit, bro. I would probably never go to Jamaica.
breaking discoveries
Just for this
in
reason
recent
alone.
Jamaican history.
Like, I know it's
As
beautiful, a
the case
beautiful
continues,
place, but bro,
the
I'm not even
investigation
trying to
into
fuck with that.
disappearance of
Hell no.
Toshina Patterson and her 10-month-old child, Soraya Paulwell, on Saturday, September 9, 2023.
Like
I wish to
Jamaicans,
inform
like
the
Jamaicans
public
in general
that we
are
now
crazy, bro.
satisfied by the overwhelming
Else,
evidence.
fucking slice
It is
your
one of the
head off,
most
bro.
painful
Probably eat that bitch too. No
investigation
cap.
for the team since recent times.
The news sent shockwaves across the country. People were horrified that a mother and her 10-month-old daughter had been murdered in such a cold and inhuman way. After police discovered their burned remains, they wasted no time tracking down the people responsible. The evidence they had gathered pointed in one clear direction: Leota Bradshaw, her cousin Roland Baylor, and the two hitmen, Rochaine Miller and Richard Brown. On October 12, 2023, just 2 days after the remains were found, police made their first big move. Leota Bradshaw was arrested in Kingston, Jamaica.
Good.
Family tonight is seeing this
Good.
woman and her 10-year-old daughter. And it's this Miami woman, Leota Bradshaw, who is accused of hiring hitmen to kill them in Jamaica.
Not long after her arrest, her 30-year-old cousin, Roland Baylor, was also taken into custody. Then, on October 14th, 2023, authorities caught the two hitmen, 29-year-old Rochaine Miller and 31-year-old Richard Brown. By this point, police had already gathered strong evidence against all four suspects. Phone records showed that Leota had been in constant contact with Roland before and after the murder.
Idiot.
Leota's mother and neighbors had seen Leota pick up Toshina and her baby in the SUV. Bank transactions revealed that Leota had sent money to Roland to pay the hitmen. One of the suspects even confessed that they had been hired by Leota and Roland to make the mother and baby disappear.
Oh, we snitching
Jamaican
now?
Authorities charged all four suspects with multiple crimes, including
Yeah, like,
2
bro,
counts
just
of
because you
murder
snitching don't mean you getting out of this game.
for Toshina and Soraya, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder, and 2 counts of kidnapping. On October 16th,
Give them life, bro.
2023,
Give them life.
Leota was brought before the Kingston and St. Andrew
Give them
Parish
life,
Court
bro.
for the first time. Inside the courtroom, prosecutors laid out their case against her with overwhelming evidence. But despite all the evidence against her, Leota did something shocking.
What'd she do?
She pleaded not guilty.
Nigga, what? Oh, nah, this bitch. Why the fuck you looking? What the fuck you looking like that? Nah, this bitch crazy. So they got all the evidence in the world against you, gang. Like, clear as day. And you still gonna plead not guilty? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Lock her up in a in solitary confinement. Get her some mental help, because this bitch is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's no fucking way she said that.
Stood before the judge and denied having anything to do with the murders. However,
They got the
judge
messages, the
denied
phone
bail
calls.
and remanded her in custody while the case moved forward.
Leota Vanessa Bradshaw, 34 years
34,
old.
bro, you're 34 years old doing this.
She was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnapping.
Yeah, lock that bitch
2
up, bro.
counts of
Give her life. She should never see the light of day ever again, bro.
This is Bradshaw walking out of a Jamaican courtroom after being charged. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Jamaica alleges Bradshaw and her cousin hired 2 men to murder a child and her mother. The contracted men allegedly carried out the murder by shooting the victims, then burning them.
Like Leota,
Shooting
the
them and then
co-conspirators
burning
appeared
them.
in court and pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. And just like her, they were all denied bail. Throughout the entire investigation, many people wondered if Philip Paulwell had any involvement in the crime. After all, he was the father of both children, Leota's
Ooh,
daughter
I forgot
and
about
baby
him.
Soraya, and it was his romantic relationship with both women that had led to this deadly conflict. But authorities later confirmed that Paulwell had nothing to do with the murders. He released a statement saying that anyone could murder a mother and an innocent baby is unimaginable, and my heart is heavy with sadness. I am praying for Toshina's family, who I know are experiencing unbearable grief and pain.
I want to know what the fuck the baby do to get murdered too, gang. Like, bro. And like, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Why did the mom take the baby with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that one right there, bro.
Believe his words were genuine. They accused him of being partially responsible for what happened because of his history of having multiple relationships with younger women, but legally, there was no evidence linking him to the crime, and he was never charged. As of December 2023, Leota Bradshaw, Roland Baylor, Rochaine Miller, and Richard Brown remain in custody. Their next court appearance was set for early 2024.
Okay, so that was last year.
We don't have any update on the case at the time of making this video.
Damn, when the fuck? Wait, hold on. When the fuck did this video come out? A month ago. Damn. I wanna hold on. What was their names? What was her name? What was her name? Leota Bradshaw. Okay, I'm about to look this shit up right now. Okay, it says that she was charged, but I can't, bro. I can't find like how many years did they give her, bro? Like, real shit, they should give her ass life. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, but I can't find a damn thing on this, bro. I can't find shit on it. I like it. There's really nothing on this case right now, bro. Let me see. 2024. 2024. I really want to know how many years she got, gang. Boy, since it's in Jamaica, we probably not gonna find nothing on it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but Hey man, it is what it is, bro.
Thankfully,
Hopefully they gave her
Roland
ass
Baylor,
life.
Rochaine Miller, and Richard Brown remain in custody. Their next court appearance was set for early
Maybe we saw
2020.
that. Yeah, bro, that's a sad
Next
case,
up is the
gang.
heartbreaking case of Justina Wallace.
Oh shit.
Justina Wallace was a 36-year-old mother
Yeah.
who was pregnant with her
She's pretty,
sixth
too.
child at the time of her death. She was
She was
originally
what?
an old mother who was pregnant with her sixth child at the time of her death.
Damn, 6 child. Who the fuck knocking that up?
She was originally from Boynton
Damn,
Beach,
that
Florida,
nigga-
but later moved to
That
Birmingham,
nigga nutting that shit every time
where
they
she was
fuck,
raising
huh?
her children and trying to build a better future.
Why you
She had
cheating like
attended
that?
Boynton Beach Community High School and
Yo.
later enrolled at Miles College to study business management. Though she had taken a break, she had just re-enrolled in the fall of 2023 because she wanted to open her own boutique.
6 kids is
She
crazy.
loved
I'm keeping it a
fashion,
buck.
and those close to her said she dreamed of owning a small business one day. Justina was described as a happy, outgoing, and loving person. She adored her kids, and despite life's struggles, she always had a smile on her face.
Flexing with the ones is crazy.
But despite her admirable outward personality, Justina's personal life was very complicated. She
Okay.
was in a messy relationship with a man who would ultimately become the reason behind her death. The name of this man has not been made public, but what we do know is
Has
that
not
he was
been
in
made public?
relationships with two different women at the same time. Justina
Wait,
Wallace
what?
is that he was in relationships with two different women at the same
Ah,
time.
damn, bro. And you wonder why motherfuckers don't trust black niggas now, gang. Always making it tough for us,
Justina
bro. Real shit.
Wallace and another woman named
She
Ania
got that shit on,
Nowden. Ania Nowden was much
Ania
younger
Nowden.
than Justina. At just 21 years old, she was also pregnant with this same man's child. This, of course, led to a toxic and tense situation between the two women.
the
Both
fuck?
women disliked each other, and their hatred only grew when they realized they were both expecting babies from the same man at the same time. They argued online, exchanged threats, and even had
What I don't
in-person
understand
confrontations.
is why the fuck. Okay, so like, say if a nigga cheat on a female with another female, right? Why the females arguing? Why don't they both, you know what I'm saying, try to gang up on the nigga, bro? Like that I never understood that, bro. I never understood that at all, gang. Like that
But
shit is just
on
so
July
stupid to
7th,
me.
2023,
Like, bro,
that anger
if a
boiled
female
over
cheat on
and
me
turned
with a
into something
nigga,
deadly. On that
I'm not gonna
fateful
get
day,
mad at the nigga. I'm gonna
Justina
get mad at my
her
girl.
children.
Cause like,
Her
bro, you supposed to be
2-year-old
loyal to
daughter,
me.
Sky,
You know what I'm
was
saying?
in her arms, while her two other kids
That nigga
walked
throwing up the
beside her.
phone.
She was only 2 days away from celebrating Sky's birthday, a day she
Damn.
had been planning with so much excitement. Then, out of nowhere, Justina came face to face with Ania Nowden. Now, remember, these two women had a long history of tension. They had argued for months, both online and in person.
Yeah,
They were
I'm
both
not
pregnant by the
arguing
same
with
man,
nobody
and the
else,
anger
bro. I'ma keep
between
it a
them
buck.
had
I'ma just
only
let it
grown
be.
stronger
Block
over
'em.
time.
Carry on
That
my
night,
life, real
in the
shit.
Norwood
It ain't worth
neighborhood
it.
of Birmingham, the two women started arguing again.
Again?
Witnesses say the argument quickly got
God
heated,
damn,
with both
bro.
women yelling at each other. As the argument got worse, Ania pulled out a gun, and without any hesitation, she pulled the trigger. The gun went off, and the bullet hit Justina in the face, right in front of her children.
Ooh, damn.
The 2-year-old was still in her arms as she fell to the ground. Her
Oh,
eyes stood
what
there.
the fuck? Okay, nah, this bitch, I swear, she better get life too. Why are you shooting? Hold up. For one, why are you shooting at all? But why are you shooting the mom in her face with the baby in her hands? My gosh, bro.
The 2-year-old was still in her arms as she fell to the ground. Her other kids stood there, watching in horror as their mother was executed.
I would've been
right in front of
traumatized,
them.
nigga.
Everything just happened so fast that in just a few seconds, Justina went from arguing to fighting for her life. When police and paramedics arrived at the scene, they found her on the ground, bleeding badly. She was rushed to UAB hospital, but her injuries were too severe.
Damn.
Despite doctors' efforts,
R.I.P.
she was
to her,
pronounced
man.
dead the very next day, on July 8th. 2023, just 2 days before her daughter's birthday. Meanwhile, Ania was still at the scene when police arrived. She didn't try to run or escape, so she was taken into custody immediately.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of different. Why the fuck you staring at me like that, bitch? Fuck.
At just 21 years old,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Her staring like this is making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
pregnant, and now under arrest for murder. Her life had changed forever. But for Justina's children, their lives
I feel
had
bad for the
changed
kids,
in a much worse
gang.
way. They had just lost their mother, and even worse, they'd watched her die right in front of them. And the man they had both fought over, he was nowhere to be found. In the days following Justina's death, her family and friends struggled to accept reality. Justina had always been a loving mother, and now her kids were left without her. Her 2-year-old daughter, Sky, had a birthday party planned for July 10th, 2023, just 2 days after her mother was murdered. Many people thought the party should be canceled. After all, how could anyone celebrate when
facts.
Sky had just witnessed her mother's death? But Justina's friends decided to go ahead with the party. They believed Justina would have wanted it that way.
Yeah.
They wanted to honor her memory and make sure Sky's.
I could imagine how that party was though. That party couldn't have been lit at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody was hella emotional, especially the kids. I want to know how the kids were. You know what I'm saying?
Joy, even in the middle of the tragedy. At the party, there were balloons, music, and gifts, but the atmosphere was heavy. People were crying, hugging each other, and struggling to understand why this had happened.
We love you, Justina. We love you, Justina. We love you, Justina. Release your balloons. Let them go, yeah. We love you, baby.
Meanwhile, Justina's family started preparing for her funeral. She was laid to rest in Boynton Beach, Florida, where she had grown up. Her sister, Shamari Cook,
This shit
spoke
give me
about
chills,
how
bro. I ain't
devastated
gonna
the
lie.
family was. She couldn't believe her sister was gone forever.
Shamari Cook describes her sister as a doting mother whose energy was infectious. That's why she's still shocked after learning Wallace had been shot at her Norwood apartment complex. Cook says her sister was holding her toddler when it happened. 2 of her other children were next to her.
As Justina's family mourned, her killer,
Bro,
Ania
get
Nowden,
her off
sat
my
in jail,
screen.
and the Birmingham police wasted no time pressing charges. Ania was officially charged with capital murder. Now, capital murder is a very serious charge. It means that if convicted, Ania could face life in prison
As she
without
should.
parole, or
As she
even the
should.
death penalty.
As she should, bro.
Her first court
As she should.
appearance was on July 10th, 2023, the same day as Sky's birthday party. Reports said that when she stood before the judge, she didn't show any emotion in court. She
Yep,
just sat there
life.
quietly,
Give her
listening
life.
to the judge.
Give her
A few
life,
weeks
bro.
After her arrest, Ania's lawyer filed a motion asking the judge to release her from jail on bond. Her lawyer, Erskine Mathis, argued that Ania was 8 months pregnant.
Nigga, bro, she ain't think about being pregnant when she shot a bitch in the face with her kid in her hands. The fuck, nigga? Lock her ass up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And send that kid to foster care. Real shit, bro. He should not be in care of the dad either. Like, bro, no. Just cause she pregnant don't mean that she gonna have any, you know what I'm saying? Any they gonna have any remorse for her. Like, bro, nah, gang, nah. We not playing the pregnant card here, bitch. Fuck. We not playing
Ania
that.
to be
No.
released on house arrest so she could have her baby outside of
No.
jail. He also claimed that she had high blood pressure and preeclampsia, making her pregnancy high risk. But the judge refused. The court decided that Ania was too dangerous to be released.
W judge.
Instead of sending her home, the judge moved her to the jail's medical floor, where she would stay under medical supervision until she gave birth. Ania was not happy about this.
So?
She later
Fuck.
complained that she was stuck with inmates who had mental health issues. But the
You
judge
got one as
didn't
well,
change
bitch.
his
The fuck?
decision. Ania's case is still ongoing, and prosecutors are pushing for the harshest punishment possible. Because the murder happened in front of a child, her case qualifies for the death penalty. Meanwhile, Justina's
shit.
children are now left to grow up without their mother. Her family and friends are still grieving, knowing that she died in such a violent and senseless way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She never seen the light of day again, bro.
Next is the horrific case of Derica Wiggins.
Yeah, she never seen the light of day again, bro.
At just 20 years old, Derica Wiggins had already gained a reputation for being one of those jealous and toxic ex who was willing
you
to
can
throw
definitely
away
tell,
their
bro.
own lives in a desperate attempt to keep a man.
Y'all
She
got
had
any
been
toxic
dating a young
exes,
man
bro?
Whose name has
I
not
know I
been
do, for
publicly
sure.
released, but when their relationship
I ain't
ended,
got
she
no
didn't
ex
take
that'll,
it
like,
well.
you
Her
know,
ex moved on quickly with
kill me or
another
some
woman.
shit, but
This new
got some
girlfriend,
toxic ones
whose
out
name
there,
is
I ain't
also
gonna lie to you, man.
undisclosed, had a baby, but it's unclear whether her ex-boyfriend was the father. What is clear, though, is that Derica hated this woman with a passion. She stalked them, kept tabs on their relationship, and seemed obsessed with making their lives miserable. And on a fateful night in March 2023, she decided she wasn't just going to watch from a distance anymore. She was going to take action. It was March 1st, 2023, and the ex-boyfriend, his new girlfriend, and their baby were fast asleep in their home in Park Grove, Memphis, Tennessee. The new girlfriend woke up around midnight and something
what
didn't feel
the
right
fuck?
to her.
Okay,
She thought
bro.
she heard a-
It really gets to a point. It really gets to a point. She what? Bro, she set the bed on fire while the couple and baby were sleeping? Oh, hell nah, bro. Oh, hell no. Yo, what is up with motherfuckers setting people on fire and doing all this shit in front of a baby? Like, gang. We got 3 more minutes, bro. We got 3 more minutes, then we done.
The strange noise,
Done,
the
bro.
sound of a lighter clicking. It was coming from outside the bedroom door. Then she saw a shadow moving behind the door. For a second, she thought it was one of her boyfriend's siblings. Maybe one of them had woken up and was just passing by. So she brushed it off and went back to sleep. But she had no idea that...
Why would you brush that off, bro? Why? Like, I don't care if it's your brother, you know what I'm saying, your mother or anything, bro. You supposed to make sure everything is okay. And this is exactly why you need alarms nowadays, bro. You need alarms in your cribs and firearms too, bro. Real shit. Cause like, gang, how the fuck did she even get in the crib to begin with? Look at this ugly ass bitch.
At that very moment,
I'm gonna smack
Derica
the shit out
Wiggins
of her,
was
bro.
inside
On
the
some
house.
Chris Brown shit.
Nobody knows exactly
In
how
GTA
Derica got
August.
inside. Maybe she had a spare key. Maybe she picked the lock. Or maybe the front door was left unlocked. But however she got in, she wasn't supposed to be there. She slowly crept toward the bedroom, where her ex and his new girlfriend were sleeping peacefully. And that's when she made her next move. She reached for a lighter and flicked it on. Then she held it to the comforter covering the 3 sleeping victims, her ex, his girlfriend, and their baby. She lit the fabric on fire and watched as the flames began to spread. Derica didn't run away immediately. No, she stood there, watching the fire grow, waiting to see what would happen next.
She getting off to this shit too? Oh yeah, lock that bitch up. Lock her up. Lock her up. She sat there and watched them burn alive. My gosh, bro, yo. Mental health is a real thing, gang. And all three of these women in this vid, bro, need mental health training or whatever the fuck it's called, bro. They need therapy. Like, gang.
The girlfriend woke up again, but this time, it wasn't because of a noise. It was a choking smoke smell. She looked down and saw that the blanket covering them was on fire, with the flames spreading very quickly. She let out a frantic scream that immediately alerted her boyfriend. He jumped up immediately, ripped the burning comforter off the bed, and stomped out the fire before it could reach their bodies. They rushed to grab the baby and escape the bedroom, but just as they ran out the door, they saw her. Derica Wiggins was standing in the driveway, waiting. The ex-boyfriend didn't hesitate before he stormed outside and confronted her.
Okay, so they
there
didn't
on the
die.
spot. But that was even a very risky move. I mean, this woman had already tried to kill them once that night. What else was she capable of? What if she had a gun? Anyway, by the time firefighters and police arrived, the fire had already been put out. While no one sustained any injuries, their comforter was badly burned, and the inside of the house had minor fire damage.
As long as they
When
okay, I'm
investigators
straight.
started collecting evidence at the scene, they discovered that a doorbell camera had captured the whole thing. The footage showed a woman entering the house just before the fire started.
Show the
Then,
footage.
Minutes later, it showed the same woman leaving
Show
the
the footage.
house, and it was clearly Derica Wiggins. It was clear
I don't
want
wanna
to
see the footage of them getting set on fire, though.
to wipe out an entire family. And just 2 days after the attack, on Friday, March 3rd, 2023, police tracked down Derica Wiggins and arrested her.
Good.
She was charged with multiple felonies, including aggravated arson, reckless burning, 2 counts of aggravated and setting fire to another person's property. Her bond was set at $150,000,
Bond?
and she was booked into Shelby County Jail. Her next court appearance was scheduled for Tuesday, March 7th, 2023, but at the time of making those videos, we don't have any update on the case.
No updates on any of these cases?
Which of these cases triggered you the most? Feel free
I ain't
to
gonna
share
lie,
your
the one that triggered me the most was the last, not the last one, but this one right here. This one right here, bro, triggered me the most. I'm not even gonna lie to you, gang. Now the first one we react to was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Bitch flew from Miami to Jamaica to you know what I'm saying, set a hit on this nigga's wife or whatever. But bro, this one was crazy, bro. She shot her in the face. Well, she shot and killed her in her face in front of her kids. Like, bro. Like, gang, it really gets to a point, my nigga. Like, bro, relationships are really unsafe now, gang. Like, we gotta stay safe out here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We gotta stay safe. Male and female. Real shit. But that is gonna be it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wanna know what you guys think down in the comments below. Y'all let me know which one y'all thought was the craziest. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I'm out. Yeah.